Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is a longtime friend called Nez Lover. And this creator brings us art, and I find one very interesting thing in their format on their channel. They do a lot of live streaming where they bring art to us live, obviously. And then now they're doing StreamYard panels as well. But what you might find when you go through their live streams is that a lot of the art is then featured in shorter videos, basically made to promote those live streams, give you an idea of what they've created. An incredibly talented artist, and they got some shorts on their channel as well that bring a lot of variety here. These have gotten into 1,500, 2,400 views, one of them over 18,000. Which is great to see, and you can see that they're live streaming regularly, at least once a week, sometimes a little more often, and then they post videos occasionally. But this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter in the Tuber Chat family. They're on the road to 3,000 subscribers right now, and you know I say of channels of that size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. So thank you everybody for coming in. Hendo Pomeranian Puppy, I caught your premiere again today. Yes, they've got a lively audience and thousands upon thousands of subscribers. Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube, along with Corinne's Life, who's here as a member and a moderator. Butler Family Farm is here, Fabric Studio, Ria's Blissful Connections, and Pam's Cozy Crochet Network. We're all early in the door. Just Jason Keto and more, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, along with I Am Betty J Gathers, Dutchfly 61. And a channel we haven't seen yet, but they've been in our chat, Monica Lynn Alaska My Heart, so I'm hoping we get a chance to look at that channel today. And then Ghostly Winds, our friend from Australia, is in the house. They always have exciting things to say about the Wheel of Doom. And then I'll do a few more introductions here. Traveling Czech, good to see you in the house. MLY Bird Farm is also here. Our dear friend Wolf Spirit Productions, who has been an over-the-top generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, is in the house. DJ's Adventures and Beyond is here. Jamie Marie Crafts, forgive me, I'm not 100% sure whether your channel's been in our chat before, so forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. And to anybody who is brand new to Tuber Chat, we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Jan Hines is here. The Wickershire Project Off Grid. Roadkill Gaming Jory is here. The 70s Culture is back in the house. Our longtime friends TWT TV are here, and Cabaret Gaming is streaming every single day. Anthony J All Day is just about streaming every day. It's pretty close to it. So thank you everybody for an overwhelmingly beginning to our stream. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Corinne's Life has been a member for 40 months. She's pretty close to being our longest standing member. I think it's only by like 1 or 2. And then in the name of the Father, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated always. I'm not sure if we've seen that channel before in the chat, but we'll have a look at it next. As a matter of fact, right now, and then we'll get into some more introductions and get moving into some more channels as well. Let me see if I can catch them. Yes, they've been here before. I wonder if you've changed the name of the channel, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Pixie Dust Traveler, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. The J Jordan always shares on X, so thank you for that. I caught them again this morning for a workout. They're on just about every single day. We always put Super Chatters on the screen as soon as that happens. Members are always added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. After a long period of time, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list. It's always based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation during the course of the stream. I have a ChatBot in the background that helps keep track of that. Henry Leslie Vermont is here. The mother and daughter duo are in the house. Good to see you both. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Coastal Water is here. I forget to do my roll call command every day. Got to do it after about 15 minutes. I was helping somebody last night with Nightbot, and sometimes when you're trying to get these chatbots hooked up, there's a couple things we have to keep in mind. They have to be connected. They have to be added as moderators to the channel. I recommend adding them only as standard moderators if that's possible. But then also, it takes about 15 minutes for them to really get into a stream once it's running, and they won't show up if it's private or unlisted. So those are just a couple of quick tips for anybody who's banging their head against the wall trying to get the chatbots to work, because they, just as much as anything else, don't like to cooperate every single day. And you'll see that link was dropped by In the Name of the Father for that super chat. So let's have a look at this channel right now, Prayer Network. And forgive me for not being quite so familiar. And it's great to have your channel on the screen. Obviously a creator that wants to inspire us in a spiritual way. I'm going to take one of your latest videos here. I'm going to put this into a special playlist I have called Catch Up, and that's just meant for me to keep caught up with creators, or try to get caught up with creators. And then we'll look at your shorts videos. We see that these have just started, so hopefully you'll post more of those. Lots of live streams from a couple of years ago, and then hopefully we'll see some more posts from you shortly. It looks like you've just started back up, which is great to see. So 132 subscribers. We would love to push this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter into the 200s. This creator obviously has been here before, so forgive me for being mistaken about that. And again, thank you for that super chat. Again, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists, by the way, with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Canadian Family Life is about to be added to the wheel. I just put P&J's Homestead Adventure on there. I just mentioned the idea that we haven't seen Monica Lynn on the screen yet, and they're the first channel chosen from the wheel today, which is says the odds are ever in your favor, at least for today. So we'll have a look at that channel in a quick second here. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Our dear friend from Montreal, She Stole My Thunder, is here. Abandoned Exploring Mike from the UK is in the house. And Coastal Waters on the road, heading back to North Carolina from Kentucky. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Stay Hall, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Get to the Farm is here. Monica Lynn is a brand new channel for the Tuber Chat family. They've been in the chat before, but this is the first time they're on the screen. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do with this channel from Louisiana is take one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 times a week as a minimum. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Dutchfly61 is coming up right now, a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family. And then Wolf Spirit Productions. Yes, thank you for renewing that membership. I put you on the wheel right away. So I changed the when we have gifted memberships, I put them on the screen right away. Members in any level are always added to the wheel, but I changed things up at the beginning of the year and then changed them back about 5 weeks later. So I'll ask for everybody's patience while I try to get my act back together again. When you make changes after you've done things like, you know, literally 600 times, it starts to throw off the rhythm a little bit, and everybody's seen that over the last few weeks as well. But Wolfsbear Productions has been a dear friend for a long time. They happen to be a gold member, which means we see their channel every single day, or will now again in the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream when those slides run during our intro, outro, and during our breaks. But thank you for asking, yes. And then Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, I hope I said hello, fellow Canadians as well. And Wolfsbear Productions does a interesting job on their channel with on-the-road live streams. They're a truck driving couple where they have a multi-cam system. So Jester, their pet dog, is on cam by themselves. Sometimes the creator has got a camera on her. We've got cameras out the windows, and sometimes they're doing other things while they're driving, like putting together Lego systems and things like that. So hopefully everybody will check that out. But like I said, I got that channel on the wheel now. So it's just back to the way it was before the new year. She stole my thunder, but thank you for asking. So I changed it up just because I felt like I needed to after a long period of time. I mean, we're beyond 3.5 years now, but it turned out after a bit of experimenting through January that it's best to just leave everything as it's been. It works out better for everybody. So obviously we're overwhelmingly busy. That just causes its own challenge. But you'll see as the stream goes on, I've got ways to kind of sort that out a little bit for us all. And then thank you. Now, things like memberships and super chats, of course, are absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated when they do happen, but nobody here has to be a member or a super chatter to get onto the screen or the wheel. It's open to everybody. It just takes a very long time. Today it's probably going to be extremely long, if at all. But I will, in the first break, which is coming up in another 15 minutes, add a section onto the wheel, which gives me the opportunity to pick somebody out of the chat when that section comes up earlier than we otherwise might have. So that's another extra little benefit that was added recently. Otherwise, it's the same as it's been for 2 years. So everybody who's been with us many times before, with the exception of just the last month, Tuber Chat is as it always was. So Dutchfly61, like I said, is a one-of-a-kind channel bringing us sky watching videos. And this creator's got a couple of new ones, actually. I'm just going to take the second latest one here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up the smallest bit. And we see that Dutchfly61 is working on 1,400 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer. They got some shorts on the channel as well, and the very first one they put up got well over 4,000 views, but they've got a few more now. And hopefully that continues. Those will grow as they post more and more. So thank you for that. I certainly don't want to solicit that kind of thing, but Wolfsbear Productions has been an over-the-top generous as well as loyal and dedicated supporter for a long time. So they're just gifting 5 memberships right now. And we'll put their channel on the screen right away because, like I said, we treat gifted memberships the same as super chats these days. So we'll have a look at what Wolfsbear Productions is all about right now. I know that Roadkill Gaming Jory, Anthony J All Day, Chris's Creation Fun, Handicap Traveler, and Charlene Heel will all be happy to have picked up those gifted memberships. For any of them that are still in the chat, I will put them on the wheel right this second. And then Anthony J All Day is on the wheel right now. And I hope I haven't missed anybody. Creative Beauty Butterfly's been added to the wheel. Coin Artist, good to see you here. Sasquatch Secrets, good to have you in the house. And then thank you, Hendro Pomeranian Puppy. I appreciate every moment. I know not everybody can be here every single day or for hours at a time whenever we stream. So I do appreciate every moment, as I'm sure and hoping everybody here does when people come to their channels as well. And then Mr. Fulton Miraz, you are in a karaoke knockout singing competition. Very, very cool. Mr. Fulton Mraz, I know we're connected on Facebook, so if you want to send me something over there, I'll be happy to make sure that I vote for you. We always try to do everything we can for everyone as much as possible. And as long as we do, everybody's doing just fine. Mr. Fulton Mraz has actually been a friend of 4 years, since long before Tuber Chat was even a thing. So, Bronze Flat Powered God, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know you've been here for a little while. Forgive me for not saying hello earlier, but it's good to have you in the house. Wolfsbear Productions, like I said, is a truck driving couple. He drives, she runs the business. There's Jester right there in the banner, where Jester's got their own cam, and when they're on the road, they bring us a multicam setup. And this gives us a chance to see where they're going, as well as there's the Jester cam you see in that rollover in the top left there. And then sometimes they're doing other things, like doing a Lego build, or she is, while he's driving and things like that. Shorts on the channel have done really well. They got a couple here into 54,000, 341,000, 345,000 views. And I see they got a brand new video that's coming up, and that's going to be a month from now, and then they're posting regularly still with a bit more variety. So hopefully everybody will connect with Wolfsbear Productions, obviously an over-the-top generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They just gifted 5 memberships, so I know we've got 5 happy recipients that are likely still in the chat, or at least Anthony J all day is. If Roadkill Gaming Jory is still here, I'll put them on the wheel right away, and then hopefully I'm not missing anybody. I make as many mistakes as anybody. I talk about that every day now too, but as long as everybody doesn't mind being patient and giving me a nudge if you see me make a mistake, I'll appreciate it. Lawn Lifters is in the house. Good to see you here. Anthony J all day is coming up right now. My computer's freezing, which is terrifying me. And Globies Travel, I've got you on the wheel now. Anthony J all day brings us fishing, but this guy's catching all kinds of stuff. And streaming often as well. Thank you, Mr. Fulton Mraz. I won't be able to get that until after the stream, but thank you for sending that over. Stace, good to see you here. Product Scope is the second channel from Jonathan Sturgill. Lisa J. Stocks is here to help us with our finances. She's been putting out too much content for me to keep up with. Lisa J. Stocks is somebody who, like, I'm very interested literally in her niche with talking about saving and investing, and I wish I could catch every video that she puts out for the content. I think she's giving extremely valuable information, and bringing on guests from her community as well to share. Anthony J all day has got 3,500 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 3,600 that they're thinking about. I'll go to the live streams first, because this is where I catch them most often, and you see what I mean. So they come back to the camera, they keep up with the chat like most creators do, but they're out catching all kinds of stuff all the time. I don't know if I even caught a fish that big in my life ever. I've caught several fish. I used to fish when I was a young lad. My dad and my grandfather would take me, and we would catch a lot of bass and perch and stuff like that. I'm in Canada, of course, but I can't remember if I caught anything even quite that big. But if you watch Anthony J, you're going to see monster fish constantly. So it's just something else over here. Now, this creator as well has got some shorts on the channel. Anthony J's been with us many, many, many months now. I don't think it's quite a year, but it's many months. He's got into 10,000, 12,000 views on some of these. Look at some of these. Look at some of these things he's catching. My dear goodness. And then videos. I'm just going to grab this very short video. I'll put that in my catch-up list. More for the sake of doing it than anything else, making sure I stay caught up. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Oh, a huge sturgeon. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. I don't know if we have them in Ontario, and if I ever would have caught one. I've only ever fished on a couple of lakes around here. Globies Travel, look at that luck. You just came in, and I've got you picked from the wheel already. We'll see what they've got going on. If I missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Huga Homestead is a long time over the top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. The Urban Cook, good to see you here. We got a few creators today getting close to milestones. And then, yeah, hopefully my internet is okay. We did replace the router. I was having trouble a couple weeks ago. We replaced that router. I have some very exciting stuff coming a week from now, beginning a week from now. And this should solve 90% of our internet problems and bring a lot more value to the Tuber Chat channel. So we'll see. Globee's Travel is here with 185 subscribers. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've been here many times already. I'm going to hope that everybody will connect with them, push them towards the 200 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. They're sitting at 185 right now. I'm going to take their latest video, cruising from Port Canaveral, Florida. I'm going to take this Bahamas cruise video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. And that's just another piece of content to watch. I'm still, like I said, getting to know the channel. They got a little bit of variety here between the travel. They might take us outdoors for a look around their area. They've got some shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 3,700 and 6,900 views and beyond. And it's good to see you've got your channel chopped up into some playlists as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Globee's Travel. And then I know we've got a lot of creators here who are fairly new to Tuber Chat. Let's say just having been here a handful of times already or less. And I just want to give everybody a bit of a hint so that you can get the most value for your time here. The way we connect with creators, or the best idea I can give everybody, is things start here with generosity. The idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. It starts with a conversation. You can reach out to people one by one here and support them with all the things you wish they would do for you first. And then, when you come back into the chat, let them know you've done all that stuff, which is listed in our video description, of course. Then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. But we believe wholeheartedly here in the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. The other thing, too, is if you're fairly new here in Tuber Chat, you're going to notice that some creators who've been with us literally for months or for years will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat for a little while. Sometimes weeks, sometimes months, maybe longer. And that's because they want to make a judgment call for themselves. Read the things that you say in the chat, the way that you connect with other creators, to see whether you might be presenting yourself as a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect with you. So it's something to think about, right? When we're talking about other people's channels and who can I help and what can I do for somebody else, that will go along farther than when we you know, kind of talk about our own channels, let's just say. Don Ray B, I hope I said hello earlier. I've got you on the wheel. Silent Silver, I just put you on. You came up on the wheel right away. It's always random. We never know what's going to happen there. Silent Silver is going to talk to us about numismatic collectible coins, precious metals, which I am a huge fan of, and then silver stacking and preparedness in general, as well as maybe some other collectibles. Now, hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 900 we know that they're thinking about. So they talk about precious metal stacking, and you can learn exactly what that is on their channel, but I am a huge fan of investment grade precious metals. And very important as an idea, whenever we're talking, if you're somebody who's not as well versed in the idea of precious metals, I mean, we know it's silver and gold. Sometimes we get into palladium, copper, and titanium and things like that. But when we talk about silver and gold, there's a lot to learn, like everything else in the world. It can be easy, but you just got to be educated the smallest bit to understand the difference between investment grade precious metals and numismatic collectible coins. The reason why I get into the speech right now, a couple of years ago I went to Ottawa, our nation's capital. I'm in Canada, of course, and I took a tour through the Royal Canadian Mint, where they actually make currency, not just for Canada, but for other countries as well. And I wanted to teach my niece was with us and my stepdaughter was with us. I wanted to teach them a bit of a lesson. So we went into the gift shop that you always go to when you go to a touristy type place at the end. And I asked the woman at the counter if they had any silver maple leaf coins. And they said, no, we don't sell investment grade silver or gold here. You have to go to the Bank of Canada for that down the street. And I wanted them to understand, you see what they're saying? They've got all kinds of different things for us to buy, but there's no investment grade silver and gold that can be purchased there. So it's just an idea, but Silent Silver and their community are going to help us with that. Wayne's World Unlimited from the UK, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'll spin the wheel one more time, and we'll see who's coming up next. If everybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the algorithm when you share. If that makes sense. P&J's Homestead Adventure is coming up in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at P&J's Homestead Adventure. There's a channel in the chat right now called Fire and Air. They are one of the very first channels to ever come into a Tuber Chat live stream 683 episodes ago, if you can imagine. That's right. It's been over 3.5 years of Tuber Chat and 683 episodes so far, not including today. And I hope everybody understands that that was intentional before we even started. When I started naming the episodes on Tuber Chat from the very beginning, I called them 001, and that should tell everybody that the intention is to eventually get to at least 1,000 live streams. It's going to take another 1.5 to 2 years, but we expect to be here, so thank you everybody for hanging out. I know we got friends that go beyond 3.5 years now as well. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start saying 4 years. 100 Proof Quilter, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. P&J's Homestead Adventure comes to us, obviously, from the homesteading community of channels. They bring us a lot of outdoor content more than anything else. They are working on 500 subscribers right now, so they have to be excited about that first level of the YouTube Partner Program. Paula and Jason are in New York State, so not too far from me, somewhere within 9 hours, I'm sure. I'm in Ontario, Canada, in Niagara Falls and Toronto area. Odom's Homestead, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. When we look at their About section, they've got quite a lot of information here, so I'll leave it to everybody to read that when you get there. But we see that these creators are bringing more outdoor content than anything else. A lot of our homesteading friends bring a mix of indoor and outdoor content. Not as many do-it-yourself videos as here's how we do it videos, and a lot of our homesteading friends like to show some of the trials as well as tribulations that they've been through so that they can help each other avoid mistakes. One of the things I can say about a lot of our friends in the homesteading community, which I like to include as well, in which I like to include ranching, farming, gardening, and then often even fishing, hiking, camping, and outdoor channels, just because these creators seem to want to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others, and that speaks to the idea of generosity, of course. So when we look at their shorts, we see they're at 2,200, 2,500, which is great to see, and there's lots of variety there. And they post frequently, so we'll be expecting another video any day now. They're usually posting at least once a week. So P&J's Adventure are also, P&J's Homestead Adventure not only are here in Tuber Chat every day, they're out supporting other creators constantly as well. I've run into them countless times when I'm bouncing in between different premieres and live streams myself. Like Just Jason Keto, who dropped another premiere. I'm looking forward to seeing the numbers on these. Just Jason Keto and more had a video really start to fly the other day, and it's always exciting when that happens. What I can tell everybody from my now 6.5 years on YouTube, almost 7 years, is that on every channel that I run or touch, it is always a surprise which videos are going to be the ones that move the fastest or the longest. And we can predict, we can try. Everybody is always trying to make a video that everybody's going to like. That's very difficult to do. But if you build a huge catalog of content, eventually, when it's your turn, then we can call it God, we can call it the universe, we can call it anything that we want. But something, including luck, is going to take one of your videos, make it fly, and that's just the beginning. So look at this. Just Jason Keto and more just put out another video yesterday, another chaffle recipe. He's very known for these. But then as well, he's got these this video that came out just a week ago. And look at this, 8,000 views. I think it must be still moving as well with a number like that. That's out of control and has to be extremely exciting for our Canadian friend. Now, Just Jason Keto and more is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He changes up his banner and avatar frequently, but right now it says don't let perfection get in the way of progress. I think a lot of us can relate to that, whether we are talking about YouTube or anything else. But Just Jason Keto and more has a vibrant community of generous supporters that are willing to share their trials and tribulations with us as well. Tips and tricks when it comes to the idea of how we can get into and stay into ketosis. And Just Chasing Keto and More will not only do a lot of recipes on his channel, which are always easy to follow, only feature a few ingredients. Most people are probably going to have most of the stuff in the kitchen already. But then as well, he does a lot of product reviews. So he can help us make sense of some of the ingredients we might find in a lot of the keto marketed products we find in the grocery stores and other places. Lots of guests on the channel, either in videos or live streams, to share their life experiences. And then he will travel literally hundreds of miles to places like Ketopalooza. He's already booked for this year again to bring us informative content from even more influencers. Occasionally you'll see a little bit of variety on the channel. He's got some shorts here as well, and here's a hint: some of these grilling looking or healthy looking grilling shorts have done well, getting into 4,000, 5,000 and 6,000 views and beyond. And then one which I've seen over 22,000, so I hope everybody will check that out. Lots of live streams on the channel. He's on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. I try to catch him as often as I can. He's got a community of supporters that will always be active in the chat. So when we have comments and questions, we find a lot of support and encouragement from Just Chasing Keto and More's community. So he's also monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And I hope everybody will help push him towards the 1,700 subscribers that he's thinking about right now. Don Ray B, 16 months as a member. Thank you. Yes, everybody who's an official member has been with Tuber Chat longer in almost every case. I am Betty J. Gathers, over 2 years of membership. So thank you for that from both of you. I really appreciate those highlighted milestone messages. Jamie Marie Crafts, thank you so much for joining the membership right now. I'm going to put your channel onto our wheel right away, because members are always put on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. One of the things you're going to notice is that there's a feature under my camera here. We call it the Stream Boss. It's a built-in feature from Streamlabs. And basically what happens is every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the video game life meter there, the Stream Boss. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure for a little while. And Don Ray B just did that with one of those free highlighted milestone messages that are available to everyone who is a member on a channel where they are enabled. You get one of those every month. Rambling with the Brooms, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That is quite a acronym, which I have no idea what on earth that is. Yeah, I don't know if you feel like spelling that out for me or not. I feel like I should know most of those, being in social media all the time, but I don't, not in that case. Dinky Crafts Jennifer, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat today, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Pulver Style, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I'd love if you could let me know how to pronounce your channel name properly. It looks like Pulver Style, but I have a feeling I'm pronouncing that very incorrectly. But I'll wait for you to let me know. But hopefully you're feeling welcome also. And thank you very much for the kind words. Lisa J. Stocks, I mentioned, they are helping us with our finances. Save, invest, build wealth, and stay out of debt together is the idea behind their channel. And then, Skilled Core, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Xbox Quackers, good to have you in the house. I think that's a brand new channel for Tuber Chat, but thank you for that Super Chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Sometimes we have creators that are waiting out that 20-minute time limit before they can get into the chat. I know it can require a lot of patience, so I appreciate it from everybody, but it really helps when it comes to the idea of trolling and spamming and things like that, and we've been around long enough to be able to utilize that, and it helps take a little bit of pressure off the moderators. But Xbox Quackers, I'm going to put your channel up next because of that super chat, followed by Rambling with the Brooms for the same reason. Super chats, of course, are absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Now, Lisa J. Stocks, like I said, is going to talk to us not only about investing, whether it's with technical aspects or beginner tutorials, but they're also going to help us find the money we need to save so that we can invest. This is going to be an important video for anybody to watch if you're thinking about trading or investing. There's a big difference, and Lisa J. Stocks is going to go over that here. She talks about dollar cost averaging. She talks about dividends. And then she also is very forthcoming about her own stock plays and investment moves. So she will share all of that with us. And then she's been bringing guests on the channel as well in her live streams here, where they can talk about different portfolios, different strategies, and they share all of that with us as well. So she's got another one coming up today, actually, another couple hours after Tuber Chat. We're going to run a music stream after Tuber Chat today for an hour. And for anybody that hasn't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel for that. And when we run the stream today, you're going to find a virtual nightclub going with a video game everybody can participate in the chat. And then there's link drops over there, and we can keep connecting the same way that we do here. We'll do that for 1 hour. But we still got another couple of hours here in Tuber Chat to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Lisa J. Stocks as well has got some shorts on her channel, and she's growing rapidly, getting close to 2,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer towards that milestone. Thank you, Project Scope. Pardon me, Product Scope. That's Jonathan Sturgill. They'll be driving and listening, so thank you for that. I know we've got a few creators that do that. Lisa J. Stock's doing well here with 5,600 and 7,500. I think one of these are still moving. I think this one at 5,600 is still moving, but I could be mistaken. But she's got a lot of valuable information. You heard me talk about this channel earlier, saying I literally wish I could catch every piece of content she has. When we think about monetization, I know it's on the mind of, let's say, 99% of us here in this community. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of that revenue once it comes in from the YouTube Partner Program or from our monetization? So thank you, Canadian Family Life, also for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We're going to put your channel up right after Xbox Quackers. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Thanks, Anthony J. All Day. Wayne's World Unlimited is also dropping a super chat. He's done that countless times as well. We'll put his channel up on the screen right after Canadian Family Life before we get back to spinning the wheel. Xbox Quackers, I'm assuming this is a channel from one of our friends already, and oh, forgive me if I missed that, if you might have already let us know. But again, like I usually say, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take a couple of these videos and I'll put them in a couple of playlists. She Devil Adventures, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. What I will do is take the latest video. I'm not going to run it, but what I'll do is I'll save it to a playlist called Watch Later. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on like I always do. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. But like I said, I have a feeling this is a creator that we already know. And then, Shimity Shamwazzle, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That is a cool screen name for yourself, too. I almost tripped over that for a second, but it should be very memorable for everybody. So Xbox Quackers, thank you again for a super chat, and then forgive me if I missed if that happens to be a creator that we already know. And for anybody that is waiting out that 20-minute time limit in the background, I will appreciate that greatly. But I promise it absolutely helps, not to mention giving everybody a chance to get to know what Tuber Chat is before coming in. Rambling with the Brooms is a fellow Canadian as well, closer to our nation's capital of Ottawa. He's only about 4 hours away from me. This creator comes to us from the homesteading community as well. He brings us some of that famous Canadian weather in a lot of his videos, but he also takes us all over North America, either for meetups with other creators or sometimes for vacations. He's got another one planned, which we'll talk about in a second. When we look at Rambling with the Brooms and we see his shorts videos, we see some of that weather I was talking about, but we also see that he's gotten into 3,000 and beyond, one of them over 7,700 views, which is great to see. And hopefully we'll see that one go a little bit farther towards the 8,000 that he'll be thinking about for that shorts video. Roadkill Gaming Jory, I've got you on the wheel. You picked up a gifted membership today from Wolf Spirit Productions, so I know you'll be happy about that. And then when we look at Rambling with the Brooms, we also see live streams. This creator does quite a few StreamYard panels. They've been an advocate for helping others grow for a long, long time, especially when they find channels under 100 and things like that. Rambling with the Brooms is also putting together a project right now, and it is called Cruise in Alaska 25. Let me see if I can find a thumbnail here. It's been going on for quite some time. Here we are. So there's quite a bit of information both on his channel and Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. They're putting together a cruise to go from Seattle to Alaska in August of 25. And they're hoping to book 100 rooms of creators and supporters. So I hope everybody will check that out when you get there. Rambling with the Brooms is working on 2,900 subscribers right now. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer towards that milestone. I am Betty J. Gathers. Thank you so much for that super chat. She actually gave us one on behalf or for She Stole My Thunder, and that's an incredibly generous thing to have done. We see that kind of thing frequently here. I certainly appreciate the super chat, of course, even though it's unnecessary. Always appreciated, but I know that She Stole My Thunder will be happy to have that. She is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then, yeah, lawn lifters, we don't do any sharing of videos here. The biggest thing that we recommend for everybody is to support other creators, and then as you build friendships with them, they'll be there to watch and share out your videos and things like that. But here we don't do any of that. So, Rambling with the Brooms and Xbox Quackers, thank you again for the super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Canadian Family Life is up now for the same reason. This is Tiffany from New Brunswick, so another fellow Canadian that we're looking at right now. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always given each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Some of our friends who've been at this for a long, long time, really years, but it could be even many months. It's interesting to see some of the conversation that you hear or see from channels in the chat starts to become routine. So even though the names change, you start to see the same kind of behaviors and things like that. And I'm not always talking about trolling and spamming. There's other things going on behind the scenes when we have like no barrier to entry. Everybody can participate in YouTube, of course, right? But you'll start to recognize a lot of the same things over and over and over again from creators. So we always keep the chat here pretty lighthearted. Mona did what? Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Meditation Paradise Land. Good to have you here. And that's exactly why. What I'm talking about is exactly why a lot of creators here who've been with us a long time will not go right away to a brand new channel that they see, especially when they see anything suspicious. So when they look at avatars, when they look at banners, when they start to look at thumbnails, when they start to read the chat and see the things people are saying, they start to get a sense right away as to whether this creator might be a loyal and dedicated supporter, because not everybody is. The good news is that usually what happens is when we find people who don't subscribe to the same ideas that we do when we think about generosity, giving more to others than we expect and things like that, they end up not staying for very long, meaning even if they've been here a few times, it won't be much longer. A lot of times people can't stand some of the things that they hear from others, right? Religion comes to mind when we think about that. You can scare people pretty easily by talking overly religious as a tactic. But then as well, when I use the word generosity, caring about others, giving, and things like that, those kind of words are going to deter a few people, which is probably in all of our best interest. And then Glorious Platter, yes, as a matter of fact, another 5 minutes. So Canadian Family Life is up on the screen. Hopefully our friends who've been with us many times before will understand the hints that I give when I go on tangents like that. Home Bartending with John. I've got you on the wheel now. I know you were here at the beginning of the stream. Thanks for coming back in. Day One Adventures is a longtime friend as well. And Canadian Family Life, like I said, comes to us from New Brunswick. They bring a lot of grocery hauls, a lot of cooking videos, a lot of container gardening, and I go on about this every time I talk about this channel, but they keep an incredibly neat, well-kept container garden. As a matter of fact, so much so that I'm going to take this video, put it on my catch-up list for right now, even though I would have anyway, because it's brand new from today. They just put that out this morning. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've crossed their 3,000 subscribers and now working on 3,200. And then they've also got some shorts videos on the channel. They've got Happy Mail videos. They've got product reviews, unboxings. 2,500 views on a couple of these shorts, and one at 5,500, which I think is still crawling along. Actually, I think it's still gaining views. And then live streams are occasional on the channel, but you'll recognize Tiffany because she's been featured on many other creators' channels and StreamYard panels, frequently actually. And then, yes, She Stole My Thunder will be up in another few moments here, actually. So Canadian Family Life, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Chris's Creation Fun is Tiffany's husband, and this creator started with 3D printing. They plan to bring us some more variety, including do-it-yourself videos. They got a brand new video from yesterday. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up with them. They got 70 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that first 100. And then some shorts on the channel as well. So we'll likely see those grow as they post more and more. And I'm always happy to see in real life friends and family members supporting each other, like these married couples that we have a few of in the Tuber Chat family. Just because the biggest complaint that I've gotten on YouTube in the last 6.5 years is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family members to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online who are willing to do it easily? And I think it makes it that much more special when we do see situations like that. Like Get to the Farm comes to mind. I Want to Know is probably not too far behind. Wayne's World Unlimited is in the UK with 630 subscribers. Thank you again for another super chat. Canadian Family Life and Wayne's World Unlimited. Again, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. Wayne's World Unlimited brings us a lot of outdoor content. They're usually taking us out for a look around their area or a story to be told. One of the things that this creator does that's unique is a lot of outtake videos. So they might bring us a video and then they'll follow it up with some outtakes from that video, which is always always cool. I know a lot of people enjoy those. And then shorts videos, this creator's really got something going on here, because they got a few into the thousands, 7,700, 13,000 on a fairly recent one, but one of them over 243,000 views, which is great to see. So hopefully we'll see more of that from Wayne's World Unlimited. We'd love to push this creator a little bit farther towards that 700 that we know that they're thinking about right now. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. She stole my thunders here from the Montreal area, and we put this channel up because a super chat was dropped by I Am Betty J Gathers, who actually took over our stream boss position as well. That's that video game life meter under my camera I was talking about. And yeah, there you go, She Devil Adventures. I promise you, it's the #1 complaint that I've heard over the last 6.5 years. That's why I put so much focus on it when we do see people who are either friends or couples or family or cousins and things like that. And then we were talking about it last night. I was actually talking about it with another creator, and they were saying it's funny after all this time, because we've been on, literally, I'm not kidding, for 6.5 years now. And after all this time, whenever his friend wants to show somebody one of his videos, like, oh, hey, I got a friend on YouTube, let me show you, he's got to type it into the search bar every time because he won't subscribe. And it's funny when you think about those kind of things. It can be frustrating, but I promise you, almost everybody is going through that, so we just shake our heads, and you know, we're thankful for the friends that we do have, of course. Now, when we look at She Stole My Thunder, we see a creator who's going to bring us books, art, movies, and more from, like I said, the Montreal area. And this creator is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Often, they're bringing us narrations or stories to be told. They might take us to a museum or a gallery for some outdoor content. They bring us some tutorials on the channel as well. It's a while, I'm behind right now, but they did some Canva tutorials as well for anybody that's looking at how to do a professional job when it comes to the idea of thumbnails or banners or other graphics that we need for social media. So She Stole My Thunder can help with that. She's got some shorts on the channel that have gotten into 281 views. Those will likely continue to grow as they post more and more. It's the Bankroll. I'm not sure if I said hello to you, by the way. I did put you on the wheel as soon as I saw you a little while ago. And then, yes, talking finance can be tricky with friends. My family doesn't have a choice. I talk about every penny that rolls through any household and things like that. But since I've done it from the beginning, it hasn't been a problem. Chilling with Ray, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, but you know, eventually a lot of times people come around, right? I've seen that kind of thing with artists. I was in the music business for a long time, music and radio and things like that. And, you know, you see that kind of thing all the time where artists are really trying to do something for themselves, artists of any kind, and just not getting the support that they expected or hoped for from their family. But, you know, we say all the time on YouTube, this is why we use the word family all the time, because the friendships that grow here start to feel that way when you start to really understand that there are people out there who are very much going to care about you, your YouTube journey, especially when you're missed. Especially when you disappear for a day or two. I mean, we all have things that come up in life, right? And if you are off your regular schedule, by the time you got even a few hundred subscribers, you are probably going to be missed by somebody. Not to mention the idea that I believe by now, with what we've seen in the Superchat family, that after you have, or before you have, 1,000 subscribers, you are probably somebody's favorite YouTuber. That goes for everybody. That goes for everybody here. In almost every case, I would bet that you are somebody's favorite out of all of YouTube, because I've seen this over and over again. Oh, get to the farm. That stuff is usually okay. We haven't heard too many detrimental things, especially when it comes to the idea of just playlist running. The trouble always comes with bots and fake subscribers and fake viewers and stuff like that. That's damaging, but playlist running, we haven't heard too much trouble from. Mona did what? Just dropped a super chat as well, and they wanted to do that for their friend Rushing Wind Mountain. So I'm going to put Rushing Wind Mountain up right after I Am Betty J Gathers for the same reason. And then we'll look at Mona did what, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. We're going to go on break in another minute here. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. It's quite a busy morning today, so thank you everybody for that. A little bit busier than I would have expected, so I appreciate everybody's patience, especially if I'm missing things. And then She Stole My Thunder as well, live streams, and this is where we find the thumbnail tutorials. There's a few of them here. And then I see that it's been a few months, so hopefully they'll do another live stream. But we've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Feathered Friends Homestead, good to see you in the house. And then She Stole My Thunder's working on 1,700 subscribers. Pardon me, 1,800 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Now, we looked at this channel because I Am Betty J Gathers dropped a super chat for She Stole My Thunder, but this creator on the screen right now is also an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been for what I think is well over 3 years now. It could be 3.5 years. Emotion New Soul is in the house and on the wheel. They're a member and a moderator, and now for getting close to 3 years, as a matter of fact. But they've been with us for 3.5, actually. And let's go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with I Am Betty J Gathers. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at I Am Betty J Gathers. She actually dropped a super chat earlier, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. That was for She Stole My Thunder, and we've seen a few creators do that kind of thing many times before. Mona Did What did the same. We'll look at Rushing Wind Mountain and Mona Did What in another moment. Now, I Am Betty J Gathers is probably responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up over the years, as she's been a friend and given us energetic and friendly reminders. And I promise you, even when I'm on a phone, even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. We all know what it's like to get into a premiere, a live stream. You get captivated by the content and conversation, and that's why we remind each other so much about that thumbs up, but it really does help. Now, I Am Betty J Gathers is working on 1,600 subscribers on her channel, and she'll give you an idea of what to expect on the About page here. This creator often talks about life over 60 or living your best life over 60. She's been doing a lot of vlogging lately. This is a different kind of video, I think it looks like, but a lot of vlogging on this channel, giving us a chance to really get to know Betty and the different things that she does. She does talk about healthy eating and healthy living. Intermittent fasting is something that comes up as a concept all the time, and she's always smiling, always laughing, always wanting to motivate and inspire others. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And when we get into her shorts videos, we'll see that she's gotten into 8,000 and almost 9,000 views on a couple of these, and some interesting thumbnails she's got on those. And then live streams on the channel are frequent as well. So she was just live yesterday. I missed that. I don't know how. And then hopefully I'll catch her for another one. So she's got one coming up in a few days, and then one later next month. And hopefully everybody will connect with I Am Betty J Gathers. Obviously an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Maciel Family Adventures is the second channel from Drunken Chef Barbecue. I was in his channel earlier this morning for quite a while, actually, having a conversation with I'll Chafe My Backstep. I don't know who else was on the panel. I think you had somebody else there. But I was also working and listening at the same time. Pardon me just for 1 second. I'll be right back again. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another... Actually, no, sorry. From my pardon me, we're not spinning the wheel just yet. We'll spin the wheel in another moment. Rushing Wind Mountain is coming up. So thank you, I Am Betty J Gathers, for a super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, of course. I know She Stole My Thunder. We'll be happy to have received the benefit of that. And then Mona Did What is coming up next for the same reason. Oh, I was mistaken. Okay, thank you. Drunken Chef Barbecue. Maciel Family Adventures. Pardon me. Not drinking enough again today. Rushing Wind Mountain is working on 2,000 subscribers. They're getting really close. This is a channel that comes to us from the Pacific Northwest, and they bring us wildlife and nature videos, sometimes humorous moments if you get into the shorts videos here. Some of these have really done well, getting into 5,000 and 6,000 views, one over 9,000. As you can see, and then live streams on the channel. They just did another one a few days ago. I missed that one, but hopefully I'll catch another. I've got the notification bell on, of course. I was lucky to catch their first one. And then they post frequently, and usually with beautiful views and pleasing audio to go along with it. And if you follow the shorts videos on the channel, you'll find some humorous moments in those wildlife videos. So Rushing Wind Mountain, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Not only are they here in Tuber Chat every single day, for which I'm grateful, but they're also out supporting other creators as well. Constantly I run into them bouncing in between premieres and live streams. Wheaton Shaw, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I Am Betty J Gathers dropping another super chat, so thank you for that. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. Of course, Trish the Natural will be put up next after Mona Did What. Trish the Natural and I Am Betty J Gathers have done a lot of live streams together. I'm going to get Mona Did What up on the screen right now. They dropped that super chat for Rushing Wind Mountain, for which I'm grateful. And in the meantime, if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mona Did What is working on 6,300 subscribers. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I can see I'm behind with your video, so I'm just going to grab one of these. Thank you, Rushing Wind Mounted, from Seattle. I don't know how I didn't already know that. Seattle sounds to me like a city that I would like to visit. I don't know if that's just because I watch Frasier and it's one of my favorite shows, or if there's more to Seattle. It's so far from me, of course, right? Because I'm in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, or Toronto. Between those two cities, it's quite a distance. I'd love to make it over there one day. It just sounds like, for some reason, I have in my mind that it's a beautiful city, and I expect it to be when I get there, if I do. So we'll see. When I was a young lad, I had this idea that my bucket list would involve visiting at least 50 major cities in the United States during my lifetime. I've been lucky to see many of them. I haven't had much time to spend and really enjoy because I was always working. I used to be a DJ, so I've been all over the Northeast. Nowhere, no flights or anything like that, but anywhere you could drive to within 14 or 15 hours, let's just say. But the bulk, 3/4 of the United States, I have not been through yet. Maybe someday, so we'll see. Mona Did What as well is going to bring us a lot of fiber arts and fiber crafts. They love to sew bags, quilting, and thrifting. They enjoy using scraps to make different things. They talk about that in their About section. They got some shorts on the channel, which bring a lot of variety. These have gotten into 4,000 and 5,000 views and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator's got a couple that are coming up. It's been a while since I've caught you. I have caught them many times, though. Lots of StreamYard panels here, so it's always great to see creators collaborating together. It's a great way to grow your channel. Every time you're featured on somebody else's channel in a StreamYard panel like this, you're almost guaranteed to grab a handful of subscribers that day, and then possibly a few more. So when we look at the channel, we see that over the next week or two, they've got a couple of live streams coming up. So we'll be looking forward to those. And we always set notifications on things like premieres and live streams, even though we have the notification bell on for every channel. That's just in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. So thank you again, Mona Did What, for another super chat, and they've done that countless times before. Trish the Natural is up right now, and this is another creator who's here with us every day. She's been having I Am Betty J Gathers on her channel a lot lately when we look at some of the live streams that have happened. There she is right there. There's I Am Betty J Gathers in quite a few of these. So it's great to see some of these friendships flourishing as well. And then Shimity Sham Wazzle, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up on the screen right away. It'll be the first time we're looking at it for a brand new friend in the Superchat family. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. When we look at Trish the Natural's channel, we see a really professional look. This creator puts a lot of work into professional looking thumbnails and bright bold headshots that make her recognizable. As well, when we roll over the videos, we see that the thumbnail shows us exactly what we can expect from the creator when we get into the videos. I think that's going to pay off very, very well in the long term. Trish the Natural is working on 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They're going to talk natural hair, health, beauty, lifestyle. And this creator also has got into some shorts videos that have gotten into 2,000 views and beyond. A couple of these, and then live streams are frequent, so hopefully we'll catch Trish the Natural for some of these. And like I said, we've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. Cruising Scene, during the break, I did put your channel on the wheel. You came in somewhere around the time that we went on that last break. We'll do another one in 15 minutes or so, or another 10 minutes. Shimity Sham Whizzle is coming up right now, and this is a brand new channel in the Tuber Chat family. So thank you for being here. Oh, Defrauding Charlatans. This is a longtime friend, as a matter of fact. And actually, it's funny because this, as a second name, Defrauding Charlatans was always one of my favorite names out of the YouTube family. It's just so creative, right? But Shimity Shamwazzle, another fun name for a channel. So you see the smile on my face. That's super fun. So thank you for coming back in. Now, you know I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your longest video here. I'm going to put it in my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have the notification bell on again with this channel, and then you'll catch our further live streams. We're usually here 3 times a week as a minimum, and we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. But I know that Defrauding Charlatans knows that very, very well. Is that a second channel, or is that a reset and restart? I'm just curious to know. And forgive me if I missed you saying that earlier in the chat. Today's been overwhelmingly busy, so I appreciate everybody's patience today. I've probably missed more than usual in the chat today. Cruising Scene, look at that luck. You came in not too long ago. You're already up on the screen. The wheel's always random. Glorious Platter, my dear friend, thank you for being in the background again. And then Cruising Scene is officially on the road to 1,000. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. Since they're long past 900, they're actually almost halfway towards the or on the official road, pardon me, to 1,000, which will be an exciting milestone. It is in all of our YouTube journeys. They are monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So Cruising Scene is going to bring us, obviously, a lot of travel, and particularly cruising, including deck parties. I worked on a cruise ship one summer, but I was the DJ, and so I'd be in the nightclub when all the deck parties were going on, so I would never actually be at, not a nighttime one anyway. Some of the stuff that they did at the beginning, I'd be there for. Our cruise went from Bermuda to New York, and I think around 4 or 5 in the afternoon, if I remember right, was when we would take off from the port in New York towards Bermuda. And they would do something right after the first fire drill on the deck, but I was never able to be around because I'd be playing in the nightclub every night at 9 o'clock. So by the time a deck party got going, I was long gone. But it's great to see these. We've got a few friends that are bringing these on their channels. And then, yes, Michael's Adventures. I do need to get back in there for that. And again, hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. And then Cruising Scene as well has got some shorts here. We see that these have gotten into 3,000 views and beyond, one over 8,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel. This is something that they've done in the past. We'll see if they're going to continue those. But Sharon and Gary from Texas are giving us a chance to see some of their cruising and travel, which is great. We've got a vibrant cruising community in the Tuber Chat family now, and I look forward to getting to know your channel better. Hopefully after a long period of time, the stories get better. You hear that, like for instance, when I talk about Butler Family Farm, they've been a long-time friend, but they're here every day as well. So I know this channel well enough that I can explain a little bit more detail. Like for instance, they are 116 acres of farmland, and they bring us a lot of livestock. It's almost time for the bees to come out as well. They had bees last year for the first time. They're going to bring those out. They said in March, so it's any minute now. And Butler Family Farm has also been doing a lot of work in the shop, and I'm always interested in this series as the bowl turns. When I was a young lad in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we were forced to take some woodworking classes, and now that that has been the case, I'm grateful to have learned what I did while I was there, You know, because these kind of things help you at least have a clue. I am the least mechanically inclined person you're ever going to meet. However, I understand what a lathe is and have done something not to this quality, but something similar. So it makes it interesting to see that, right? I think when we see other people doing things we've done, that can be interesting. I also find myself very much interested in things that I can't do. So when we have art, when we have fiber crafts, a lot of the makeup tutorials, on different things that people are doing, different do-it-yourself videos in industries that I haven't been involved with, let's just say, if that makes sense. Moonrose Crafts, good to see you here. Wilma 2U1, good to have you in the house. Emotion New Soul is dropping a super chat. Thank you for that. They've done that many times before, and they've been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They're here as a member and a moderator. We'll look at their channel next. Itchin' to Scratch UK, good to see you here. Very good. And thank you, Defrauding Charlatans. I will try to remember that so that when you're here, I'll put both channels on the screen briefly. Defrauding Charlatans has been a long time friend. Butler Family Farm has got another brand new video, though. I'm going to put this one into my catch-up list. That's Jerry right there. Susan is never too far behind. They split the camera work on the channel, and they give us a look into their lives and onto their farm at the different kind of things that it takes to keep something like this going. They are busy all the time. I don't even know how they do what they do. They got videos like this one, which I've seen, where you know, they might be solving a problem on the farm. Actually, this one was too, right? Getting the water system together. I think they had to head over to Home Depot a few times in that one. Collaborations with other creators, lots of meetups as well. So they really make themselves a part of the YouTube community. When we head over to the live streams, we see that they get involved in a lot of StreamYard panels. They're on every Monday night. So they got one coming up tomorrow, yes, tomorrow. And we'll look forward to that. It happens at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. But obviously, when we look at people's channels, we get our local time while we're looking at their upcoming live streams. And then Be Bodacious. Oh, thank you for coming in. Yeah, there's been a few glitches like that going on. This is getting on more than a week now. Actually, now that you say that, where you get into a chat and it says subscriber mode only, and you're like, yeah, well, I've been subscribed for 3 years. So, I don't know what's happening there, but I can tell you this, that's been common lately. A few people have mentioned it, actually, but thank you for that. And then, yes, thank you, Be Bodacious. They're a longtime friend. So forgive me, Butler Family Farm as well. Jerry and Susan, they will take off to bring us meetups where they live stream, which I've been grateful for. They give us a chance to get to know them. Sometimes they're hanging out. The conversation can go just about anywhere when that happens. Lots of StreamYard panels, like I said. Lots of familiar faces there. And then these creators as well have got quite a lot going on the channel. So they got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, as well as chickens, of course, and then cats and dogs. And sometimes Jerry's in the shop, like I was saying. So lots to see, lots to learn on that channel. But they've been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters as well. Some metal work. I don't think I've ever done any metal work at all. I don't think I've only ever soldered like audio cables. I had to do the tiniest amount of that, but not even much. If I ever did it, somebody who knew what they were doing would laugh, but I can get it done. Welding, I don't think I've ever done. And then anything else that has to do with metal. That's why I don't have other examples of things I can't do, because I don't even know what is involved in that. But more to learn from Butler Family Farm. And then, so Writing with Emotion New Soul is on the screen right now. They're here as a member and a moderator. They have been for well over 3 years. They just dropped another super chat. They've done that kind of thing countless times before. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Yes, defrauding charlatans. Thank you. Yes. So writing with, pardon me, I put these channels up in reverse order. Now this creator's got 2 channels. So this is writing with Emotion New Soul. This is where we get a behind the scenes look at how the music is made from this talented singer, songwriter, producer, and performer. As well as we get a look at the man behind the music on this channel. He rounds it out with some shorts videos that have gotten now into almost 1,000 views, and then some reactions and live streams. But then as well, when we look at his original channel, which is Emotion New Soul, we're going to see this talented singer and songwriter with an official artist channel that's now crossed 4,000 subscribers. Pardon me. Usually what they're bringing to us here is their original works in the form of music videos. But they also round this channel out with some shorts, some reaction videos, and some live streams. The shorts here have gotten into 1,400 and 1,600 views and beyond. Live streams can involve compilations, or they've got these singing contests happening now, and StreamYard panels occasionally, or Tiny Desk concerts. So hopefully everybody will connect with Emotion New Soul. And like I said, they're monetized, so they got super chats and memberships available when we get there. The Sunday Dinner Chef, good to see you in the house. And Peter's right, yes, whenever there's something new going on, whenever there's something that doesn't seem right, if I'm understanding what he's saying in the chat, whenever there's something that doesn't seem quite right, when you start like having these glitches, you can't get into a chat, or buttons are moving or not working the way they should, it usually means that YouTube's doing something in the background. I always whine and complain and say that I wish these big companies would just recode all of these web services from scratch, which I don't think they've ever done. YouTube originally was bought, if I understand right, in 2008 by Google, but it was not invented by them. So the problem is, in the background, if you can imagine, there's all this spaghetti code that was never cleaned. And I'm just imagining that because I also happen to be a computer programmer and I understand the smallest bit about how that stuff works. And I think that a lot of these online services should be working a lot better than they often do. But that's just me whining and complaining, so don't take that too harshly. And then we're gonna go on break for 3.5 minutes. We're gonna come back and look at Roadkill Gaming Jory. Thank you again, Emotion, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Of course, we're back in 3.5 minutes. Pardon me. All right, we're almost back. We're looking at Roadkill Gaming Jory. I see that Pretty Witty and Risky is coming in. Everybody here probably has a video in the back of their YouTube studio, by the way, now, from the YouTube creator team, giving us a bit of clarity on that new vertical live system that Creative Beauty Butterfly was talking about. So if you do a live stream in the horizontal, or landscape format, it should be pretty much as always. But yeah, they've added into this system now some extra features if you do a live stream in vertical or portrait mode. And what they've added is the ability for our live streams, if they're vertical, to show up in the shorts feed now. As ridiculous as that may sound, it's actually going to be a great benefit, because while people are scrolling through shorts the way they might with Instagram Reels or TikTok videos, they could accidentally stumble across your live stream. If you pause any shorts video and click at the top, you'll see a button that says live now, and then you can go through different live streams. And some of our friends have started to experiment with this, like Jesse Miller Unboxings and more, Corinne's Life, and I'm sure many others. And most creators have seen increases in viewers coming in. The only other thing, though, is that it comes with a lot of everything. So you can jump in viewers and possibly even subscribers, but you get a lot more of everything. So with all the positive that we have on YouTube comes a little bit of negative. And if you're aiming for a bigger audience, you just have to be prepared for that. Luckily, we all have moderators, lots of people willing to help out, and that can help that. Some of the robots like Nightbot and things like that can help with it as well. But you just want to be prepared for that. Lots of creators are doing it. So you'll notice now if you click on somebody's live stream page, you might see thumbnails that look like they're vertical. That's what they've done. You can go back in there, watch some replays, and see what everybody's doing with that. But I've only experimented with it once. I plan to do many more, and then I'll let everybody know what I think when I've had some kind of experience with it. So Roadkill Gaming Jory is working on 900 subscribers right now. They bring us video gameplay more than anything else. There's shorts on the channel, and these have just started, but they're already into 1,000 and 1,500 views. And then live streams are more frequent from this creator, and they mix up a lot of popular video games, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. Like I said, we'd love to push them towards that 900 that they're thinking about. They're a longtime friend. They've renamed their channel many times, but we know them very well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Again, if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. In the chat, other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. James Gype is in the house. Most of you know him. He's been a friend of over 3 years. He was actually doing growth streams before Superchat even started. So he's been at it for years now. You can meet more friends and family members when you're over there, of course. Coastal Water is up on the screen right now. They've got 1,600 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 1,700. We know that they're going to be thinking about. And Coastal Water is an interesting story, because this creator comes to mind whenever I talk about the idea of in real life friends and family members supporting channels. So, in the case of Coastal Water, her husband also has a channel, and we'll look at that in another few moments, because like I said, I find it extra special when we find in real life friends and family members, in this case, a married couple that are featured on each other's channels all the time, and supporting each other wholeheartedly, if that makes sense. So Coastal Water does a few different things. They do a series called Cooking with Coastal, where they bring us into the kitchen. They also take us out on adventures. They give us a chance to hang out with the family. And then as well, this creator's got a few shorts videos. These have gotten into 2,500, 3,400 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are frequent. They bring us these car confessions. Those can be in the day or night. They give us a chance to hang out with Coastal Water and hear about what's going on in either the day or their life. And they're always active with the chat as well. I'm just going to show you Backlash Fisherman. Both of these creators, together and separately, are generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here in Tuber Chat. Backlash Fisherman, of course, is monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Getting close to 1,600 subscribers. It's fishing first on this channel, but he'll take us fishing in just about every different way that you can. And then shorts on the channel bring a little bit of variety, mostly outdoors, getting into 3,000, almost 4,000, and over 6,000 views. And then live streams on the channel are frequent from this creator, and they've got a few series. They take us on ride-along live streams like we saw from their wife Coastal Water, as well as StreamYard panels with other creators. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Backlash Fisherman, and you'll find on his channel a series called Cooking with Backlash as well. So it's nice to see a husband and wife sharing those responsibilities, and they both give us a look at what they do in the kitchen. Stay Hall, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up on the screen right away. We always put super chatters on the screen as soon as that happens, and then members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, of course. This is the first time we're looking at this channel, but they've been with us a few times before, and I've seen them out supporting other creators as well. And Stay Hall, and forgive me please if I'm pronouncing that wrong or incorrectly. If you want to let me know if there's a better way for me to promote that, or pardon me, promote your channel by saying the name of the channel in a different way. So Stay Hall has over 500 subscribers already. We'd love to push them towards the 600 that they're thinking about and give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. Now, you've seen already, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video, which is a great one to see because it says reflecting on 500 subscribers. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on. As we do for all creators, that should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Live streams on the channel, we see that this creator's got one set up for a few hours from today, so hopefully I'll catch you for that. I got the notification bell on. Pardon me, we always set notifications for everything like this, live streams and premieres, even though we have notification bells on for channels. But thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Like I said, unnecessary, but very much appreciated. So Stay Hall, thank you very much, and I'll remember that when you're here. Again, Scratch and PPA is coming up right now, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. He is known as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, and I think most creators will agree he is probably one of their most supportive creators, or most supportive supporters on everybody's channel, if that makes sense. Scratch and PPA is halfway on the road to officially hitting 2,000 subscribers. It's going to happen pretty soon. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit closer. What he brings to us is the Scratch Challenge series of videos, and this is where we get a choice between 2 different lottery tickets. He pits them against each other. We can vote on the content of next week's video by following him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets a series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. Pardon me. He runs premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, and if you can catch us for one of these, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Garden State Gardener, or a few others. Stock Explorer was killing it the other day, by the way. Pardon me, but yesterday they did a live stream and it was impossible to keep up. That's what it's like in some of these, but Scratch and PPA has been at this for a long time. Every Tuesday we get to see that. This creator has got presentation at the forefront of their mind as well. We see their bright, beautiful avatars matched by the thumbnails, which include content and a hint about the giveaways that happened in their video series. And then their banner is updated every single week, and their video editing skills have been complemented ever since their very first production over 3.5 years ago. Now, when we look at Scratch and PPA's channel, we also see they expanded the content on the channel this year by taking a vacation to Italy and bringing us their first ever live stream. So I know a lot of people will be excited that Scratch and PPA's expanded the content on the channel, but he also brought us a lot of shorts, which include vlogging style footage as well as Italian lottery tickets. So we get to see all the different places that Scratch and PPA visited while he was in Italy, and then the Italian lottery tickets that we otherwise might not have seen. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA, and I'd love for you to get some of his support coming towards your channel as well. And then let's spin, and I see the clear the wheel section is coming up. So we're a little bit early, and what this means is that I'm going to wipe all of the names off of the wheel right now, reload with any of the members that are still here that haven't been on the screen yet. And what that will allow us to do is move a little bit faster and get some more channels on the screen. We still got over an hour to go, so lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. I see Gail Southern Living is here, another longtime friend. Coffee Walks and Whatever is in the house as well. And P&J's Homestead Adventure we already looked at earlier, so that's my mistake, not taking them off the wheel. We'll spin again. We'll see who's coming up next. And Pretty Witty and Risky is going to come up in 3.5 minutes. So yeah, for any of our members that haven't been on the screen yet today, all you got to do is just stay active in the chat, and I will make sure that you're re-added to the wheel when I wipe it out right now. And we're back in 3.5 minutes. right, we are back, and I see that the Stock Explorers come in. Izzy is here. Thank you both. I've got you both on the wheel, or I will have Izzy on there in a quick second. And then thank you, Creative Beauty Butterfly. Oh, forgive me. Did we look at Creative Beauty Butterfly today or no? Why can I never remember whether we looked at that channel? I think this is the second time I'm doing that to you, right? At least, but I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody. So up on the screen is Pretty Witty and Risky, and they're going to bring us into the lottery ticket scratching genre of channels, which is much bigger than I would have thought it ever was when I started on YouTube 6.5 years ago. But we find some of the most generous creators, a lot of exciting stuff. Like I was just saying, I don't know if the Stock Explorers' ears were ringing or what, but I was just saying they had a monster live stream yesterday. They've been doing a lot of collaborating, which I think has helped. But my goodness, they're just on a roll right now. Pretty Witty and Risky's got 706 subscribers right now. And let me have a look back at those shorts again. And then thank you, Scratch and PPA. I don't know why on earth I can't figure that out. So Creative Beauty Butterfly, I've still got you on the wheel here. Pretty Witty and Risky's gotten into 2,600, 3,400 views on some of these shorts videos. Live streams are something that they've been doing frequently already. Actually, I thought I caught you for a live stream. Yes, about a week and a half ago. So hopefully I'll catch you for another one. They got one coming up at the end of the week. So hopefully I'll catch you for that. Professional Paranormal Research, good to have you here. Thanks for coming in. And then Pretty Witty and Risky's got a couple new videos. So I'm just going to put this one up from yesterday and put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up with you. And, pardon me, I did take that honey, but I found I probably was screaming at the camera again. A brand new channel in the chat today, Jamie Marie Crafts. We're going to see what they've got going on. And again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put this in. It will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Charlene Heel is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on for today. I'm going to catch up with the wheel and make sure I'm not missing anything here. Michael's Adventures, of course, still in the house. And Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is here, and Mitchie Travel, good to see you in the house. That was Mitchie Boo, just with a slight rename to the channel. Mitchell and Doll as well. That creator's got 2 channels. Chief Broken Brain. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I don't know how many times I've tripped over that, but Chief Broken Brain is in the house. They've been with us a few times. Charlene Heel, I was actually on her channel the other day. There was a live stream here, Mistakes New YouTubers Make, and we were there with Angel Light Over Darkness 33, Serenity Studio Art. I think Rochelle Vanterpool joined us after. Nora the Stock Explorer came in, and it can be an informative live stream because we talked about a lot of the things that we've experienced as mistakes, and a lot of us were just agreeing with each other with just about everything that would come up as well. So it kind of gives you an idea you're not alone when you see some of the mistakes that have been made, and I promise you I make as many as anybody else, maybe even more. a lot of the time. It's usually from rushing, and I talk about that in that live stream if you want to go back and watch that replay. Now, typically Charlene Heal brings wellness coaching, but she wants to inspire and motivate others in a positive way in every piece of content that she posts, including videos as well as the shorts that we see here and the live streams that I talked about. 2,600, 5,000 views on a couple of these shorts, which is great. And then she's got a second channel as well called Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. This channel offers complimentary content featuring wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. And she brings shorts, videos, and live streams over here as well. She's crossed over 1,000 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards the 1,100 we know that she's thinking about. Shorts videos on this channel have already gotten into 5,000 views as well, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that happens occasionally. She just did one yesterday, but we'll keep an eye on both of these channels for her. And like I said, always motivating, always inspiring. I'm gonna take it easy with my voice now. I don't know what I was doing today. Don Ray B is coming up right now. This is another creator that wants to inspire us in a spiritual way. We get that as soon as we get to their channel, because their banner says each new day is an opportunity to make our dreams come true. And they want to instill that in us regardless of what our dreams might be. For them, when you look at their about section, they talk about the idea of thinking about living a homesteading lifestyle and then making that happen. So now they bring us on their journey. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to somewhat keep caught up with them. This was interesting because they had a pizza here, and I'm assuming that's homemade pizza. And they had this, is that called an ulu? Forgive me for not catching the name properly. That was sent over by another creator. It's part of a Happy Mail video, Keith the Knife Freak. So this is interesting, and they've been using it for everything now. And Don Ray B will bring us mostly outdoors, sometimes indoors, for a chance to see their homesteading adventure. And then when we look at shorts videos on this channel, a few of these have started to really move. So they're well over 2,000 views, one over 2,500 and 3,400 on one of these, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel are something they've experimented with. We'll keep an eye on our notification bell there, make sure that that's on. Pardon me, so that we can catch them for any other live streams they're going to come up with. That's frozen DiGiorno's. Interesting, with extra cheese. I should have known that, I'm sure. I'm going to look for those, because that looks, that literally looks like homemade pizza. You know, pizza's my favorite thing. I would like to say that lasagna is my favorite food ever, but I have eaten 10 times more pizza than I ever have lasagna, as a matter of fact. Jesse Miller Unboxings and more. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's spin the wheel. The Stock Explorers become one of our longest standing members. You see that badge beside their name there. Actually, the wheel is telling me now to add a name out of our chat list. M&T Living and Cooking, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So I'm going to get a name onto the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. It's going to be Cabarar Gaming, who's a long time friend. And then when we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, we'll get another couple of names onto the wheel. We still got an hour to go. Ria's Blissful Connections is going to come up right now, I believe. Did I ruin the wheel? Or yes, Ria's Blissful Connections. We're going to get ready to look at this channel. And Izzy just gifted a membership. Thank you for that. Chief Broken Brain just picked that up, so I'm sure they'll be happy. I don't think we had a look at their channel on the screen yet. They've been here a few times now. Izzy's done that kind of thing countless times, so we'll look at their channel next. We treat those gifted memberships like super chats these days, and if Chief Broken Brain is still here, I'll put them on the wheel right away. Ree's Blissful Connections, I think we looked at their channel earlier today, so please correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I'll skim through it quickly just in case I'm mistaken. I might have watched a video today. That might be what I'm thinking about. Michael's Adventures. I didn't have a raid planned. I was expecting to do a music stream right after Tuber Chat, for an hour, but that's not set in stone. So if you have something, we can do that instead. Pardon me. Ree's Blissful Connections is working on 1,200 subscribers. I'm just going to grab their latest video. We didn't look at this channel yet. I shared one of their videos today. I do my community posts in advance. Most cases, sometimes I forget, but most of the time I do it in advance by a day or two, so that they come out every 2 hours during, let's say, 6 in the morning Eastern until midnight. Because that's when the bulk of our audience is on, of course, as opposed to the midnight hours being in the Eastern time zone. But, yes, Ria's Blissful Connections. If it hasn't already been shared out, it's going to be shared out this afternoon, I think. And then, but I've got it, I think, in my watch later list as well, this video, so that I can have a look at it also. When we look at shorts videos on Ria's Blissful Connections, these have gotten into over 1,000 views, one at almost 5,000 views. This creator's mixed up the content lately, but they're a professional educator and homeschooler, so they started their channel with a lot of that type of content. Over the Christmas holidays, they brought us an interesting series for Vlogmas in self-care. So a bit more variety on the channel as well. But Ree's Blissful Connections is an incredibly supportive creator. They actually support all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. And I mentioned that just so that you can connect with them and get some of that support coming back to you as well. And then Be Bodacious is coming up in a quick second here. And we'll see what they've got going on. Oh, pardon me. Be Bodacious is going to come up next. I was supposed to put Izzy up right now. We'll put Izzy's channel on the screen. Be Bodacious will be next. And Izzy just gifted a membership again. They've done that kind of thing countless times. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Myself, of course, I know that Chief Broken Brain will be happy to have that membership. They've been with us a few times now. Like I said, I don't think we've looked at their channel yet. Precious Gems, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to get you on the wheel in a quick second here. There's Izzy's channel. Izzy Pops is the handle. They can be tough to find. They've got a beautiful avatar. I think that really is spectacular and stands out. But I'll put the handle in the chat in case anybody absolutely needs it. We're really doing a great service for each other when we search, find, and click on each other. The channels that are hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most, really. Precious Gems, I've got you on the wheel now. Is Cabaret Gaming still with us? Yeah, I think so. Henry Leslie Vermont, good to see you in the house. Not sure if I said hello already earlier. And I feel like I'm missing something in the chat. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Pardon me first. Pardon me. I took extra honey and everything. I'm just struggling with my voice today for no reason. When we look at Izzy's channel, we see that they are working on 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've lately been bringing us a lot of music with interesting animations, but they let us know on their About section they plan to bring us pure variety. When we look at this channel's shorts videos, we see they've gotten into 1,300, 1,600 views, and even 12,000 and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are something that they're bringing to us frequently. I've caught them a few times now, but I got the notification bell on. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one very soon. Sam's Logs Trains and More is here as a member and a moderator from the UK. I've got their channel on the wheel. We're going to look at Be Bodacious now because I already spun. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. If Anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Be Bodacious is going to bring us lifestyle, travel, a service dog, and a little bit of their aspects. Disability, positivity, they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, we can see this as a dynamic host. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put it into my catch-up list here. It's quite lengthy at 45 minutes, which is great. And then there are over 4,000 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 4,200 they're thinking about. Lots of shorts have done really well here. 10,000, 11,000, 15,000. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator's on frequently. It looks like about once a week on average. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. I've got the notification bell on for every single channel, of course. And that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And then, yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. Duchess of Darkness, good to see you here. Thank you for the reminder. Gloria's Platter. This is why we remind each other so much, right? Because it's so easy to forget to give that thumbs up on the way into a premiere or live stream, or even while it's rolling. Creative Beauty Butterfly is here with 308 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. They give us quite a bit of information on their About page, but they're talking about cooking, baking, beauty tips, tricks, beauty on a budget, and beauty and art are at the forefront of this creator's mind. I'm just going to take this chocolate ganache video. It's quite short, but I'll put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to stay caught up with you. Lots of delicious looking content on the channel, actually, when we get into some of these cooking and baking videos. I'm going to get into the shorts here. We see that this creator's gotten into 5,000 views and beyond, one over 9,100, which is great. And then live streams on the channel as well. They've got one coming up tomorrow, but I've caught them before at least once. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these soon. And like I said, we've always got notification bells on for creators. This one's interesting. You're baking in a live stream. I wish I saw one of these. I caught them while they were doing a talking head video there. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in another moment here. And we'll see what's happening with one of the first creators to come into the chat today, Fairbrick Studio. They've been in and out. Fairbrick Studio, somebody who found us just a few months ago, but I guess it's many months now. But they've been here just about every stream since finding us. They started with Lego stop motion videos and got into a lot of video gameplay. And then this creator actually got me into playing a mobile game. I was playing the Tiny Tower game for a long time, and there's a Lego version of it that they introduced us to, and I started playing that. They've sent over quite a bit of help for that, for which I'm grateful. They also bring us a lot of channel shout-outs now, and if I roll over enough of these, you're going to see some familiar faces. There's Gloria's Platter right there. And Fairbrick Studios been doing a lot of these. They've got one coming up right after Superchat, actually, in another few hours. So I've got my notification on for that already, and I'm going to take your latest video and put that in my catch-up list. Pardon me, that'll give me a chance to catch up a bit. They've got shorts on the channel into 10,000 and 15,000 views and beyond. And then they've got live streams that might be an idea for the future as well. So Creative Beauty Butterfly might still be live after Tuber Chat today. We've still got about an hour to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And then we'll hopefully catch them if they're still going to be live afterwards. Michael's Adventures is coming up. Another one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6.5 years on YouTube. He's been a friend of well over 3.5 years now. And found us right after the beginning of Tuber Chat, just within our first 30 or 40 episodes. Michael's Adventures has 1,300 subscribers. We'd love to push him towards the 1,400 he's going to be thinking about. This creator brings us a lot of wildlife videos, including raccoons, foxes, deer, some bird watching on the channel. And Michael's Adventures has really expanded his content over the last long while, bringing us a lot of drive streams, some in the day, some in the evening, and he might also take us for walks around his area and stories to be told. Michael's Adventures brings some variety into his shorts with a lot of lottery tickets here, a slot game, as well as more miniature versions of stories to be told or outdoor adventures. And Michael's Adventures has over 3,400 videos on his channel, if you could believe it. This creator posts every single day, at least once in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, and then often twice a day, especially on the weekends. So hopefully everybody will connect with Michael's Adventures. We'd love, like I said, to push him towards the 1,400 he's thinking about. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. But one of the things that they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel the same way we do here. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is up on the screen right now. I think actually what we'll do, we'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back and then we'll talk about this channel. All right, we're back and looking at Maritz's Yarn and Crafts. This creator is working on 500 subscribers. They're getting pretty close. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that exciting milestone. This is an example of what I talk about when I say I really enjoy watching channels, both in things that I've done before, but things that I haven't done. I love seeing how people are creating things because I myself am not artistic. I can do just about anything with a computer, but when it comes to things like, you know, crocheting, knitting, art, like when we think traditional, like whether it's oil painting or acrylic or anything like that, I've not done. Woodworking, like I said, the most amateur. I'm glad for a little bit of it. And one of the best decisions I ever made in my life was to take an auto shop class in 9th grade. It was optional, but I happened to be in a school where they had an auto shop, so we could do that. So I've been able to do a couple of different things and don't have to be intimidated by auto repairs. Not that I can do any more than anybody else, but at least I have the smallest clue. But I rely on a lot of our YouTube friends for not just entertainment, but a lot of, you know, people like to see how things are made. And we've got a lot of makers in the Superchat family. So Maritz's Yarn and Crafts is one of these. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to stay caught up here. And when we look at shorts videos on this channel, we see that this creator's gotten into almost 800 views on one of these, so hopefully that will continue. They tell us they like to crochet, sew, draw, paint, garden, thrift, and travel. And they'll bring us a little bit more variety on their channel in line with that content. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts has been a long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Corinne's Life is coming up right now, and this is somebody who's here as a member and a moderator. She has been both of those things for over 3.5 years now. She's another fellow Canadian from Nova Scotia, and she brings us a channel that encompasses everything that is Corinne's Life, including that famous Canadian weather, which they got out in the east side, but we didn't get any of this. Or not much of it anyway. Now, Corinne's Life could be cooking, she could be cleaning, she could be bringing us a haul or a product review, she could be taking us out for a look around or traveling. And this creator also happens to be a small business owner. Some of you recognize the name Lighthouse and Anchor Design. She prints everything from hats to shirts to mugs like the one I use every day, as well as just about anything that can be printed, vinyl stickers, Christmas ornaments, and things like that. Corinne's Life as well has got some shorts on the channel, and these have really moved. Some of these have gotten into 9,000 and 14,000 views. One breakout one over 77,000, but she's got one that we think is still moving at 21,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel are frequent. This creator's been trying out that new vertical live system, and you can see by the views on some of these live streams that it's really paid off well. Brings in a lot more subscribers, so the channel is growing quickly because she's getting the benefit of the viewers in the shorts feed catching some of these live streams. She's live every single day, and then she's got a second channel as well, Maritime Dash Cam, where she's giving us an outdoor look around Nova Scotia as well. And then Judgment Day Mike Harper, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. They've done that countless times before. I'm going to put their channel up next before we get back to spinning the wheel. Maritime Dash Cam is sitting at 59 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the first 100. We know they're thinking about it. They're going to bring us around Nova Scotia more than anything else for some ride along and dash cam footage, and they got some shorts on the channel already as well. Pardon me, these have gotten into almost 4,000, one over 6,000 views, which is great, and live streams over here as well, trying that vertical live system. So we'll see if they're going to continue those. And next up, Judgment Day Mike Harper, and Corinne's Life behind Maritime Dashcam, like I said, is an incredibly supportive creator, one of our longest standing members. Now you can see by her membership badge there. Judgment Day Mike Harper's got a couple of channels. We'll look at both of them quickly. This creator gives us a chance to get to know them. They give us an introduction to the channel in their about section. Mostly talking head videos here, but they could be bringing us a little bit of variety as well. Shorts on the channel have already gotten into over 1,000 views, over 1,100 actually. And then live streams are frequent on the channel. They just did one yesterday, last week, and they're usually on at least once a week. They've got a second channel as well, so I'll show that to you, Michael Harper. And this one can be harder to find just because Michael Harper is a popular name, probably in life as well as for a YouTube channel. I'm already subscribed, so I'll be able to find it without too much trouble. I got a very bright, vibrant avatar there, and I see they've changed the name actually to Michael W. Harper. So what I'm gonna do, I'll put their handle in the chat. If anybody has trouble finding this channel, you can use their handle, whether you gotta copy and paste it or type it out. But we're really doing a better service for each other when we search, find, and click on each other's names. Over time, when hundreds of creators are searching, finding, and clicking on your channel name, you'll rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube should do a better job of predicting when people are looking for your channel. So Michael W. Harper is sitting at 58 subscribers right now. They do a lot of DVD reviews on this channel. They got some shorts over here as well, and we'd love to push them towards that first 100. So hopefully everybody will connect with this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And thank you again for another super chat, Judgment Day Mike Harper. I really do appreciate that. And thank you, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, for playing with custom emojis in the chat. Those are a bonus for anybody that is a member on a channel where they are enabled as well, but we've put a few custom ones in the system that everybody's seen today. Pardon me just for 1 second. I'll be right back. Yarn Works and Crafts and More by Lydia. Good to see you in the house. Precious Gems is up here. There's another creator who's here with us just about every day. They've crossed 3,000 subscribers, which is great to see. They create graphic and animation videos. They give you a little bit of information about that in their About section, and they're posting frequently. They just put a couple of videos up yesterday. I'm just going to grab the latest one, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to somewhat stay caught up with them, and then we'll look at the shorts videos on the channel. And we see that some of these have done really well, getting into 8,000, almost 10,000, and one over 13,000 views, which is great to see. So I know not everybody can be here every single day or for hours at a time every time we stream. I just like to recognize it once in a while. But Precious Gems has been coming by just about every stream lately, so I appreciate it greatly. I know we've got a few friends that run the stream in the background. Jaden is usually there sometimes. Donut Toys and Games or Danforth Avenue Wellness might be there. Two Pineapples is sometimes lurking in the background. They're longtime friends as well. And Sam's Logs Trains and More is a creator that comes to us from the UK. Sam's Logs Trains and More is here as a member and a moderator. He has been for about 3.5 years as well. He is now over 1,900 subscribers, officially on the road to 2,000. And you can see he posts frequently, usually several times a week. It's hard to keep up with him. I'm just going to grab his latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Give me a chance to catch up a little bit. Sam's Logs Trains and More brings a lot of train videos, and some of those could be indoors, some of them could be outdoors, some of them are taking a look around, and sometimes he's even taking a trip. He gives us lots of tips and tricks as well. And Sam's Logs Trains and More mixes in a lot of vlogging. He could get into product reviews or unboxing videos as well. And there's a lot of live streaming on the channel where we get a chance to get to know Sam. Or he might be doing a quiz, like either a Q&A or a trivia style game. And updates about the channel. And then Sam's Logs Trains and More has got some shorts here as well, getting into 3,000, almost 3,000, almost 5,000, and on the way towards 6,000 views as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Sam's Logs Trains and More. Like I said, every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other, but they will all allow you to connect to other people the same way we do here when you're in any of their live streams or premieres. So we already saw Ree's Blissful Connections. I'm going to spin the wheel. I'll get another channel coming up. And it looks like we're going to get some more help with our finances right now. We're going to talk about It's the Bankroll. This creator is going to help us with budgeting, with staying out of debt, getting out of debt and staying out of debt, and giving us options for making money online as well. They show us a lot of different useful apps and tools that we can get involved with if we want to bring in streams of income. Zed's Place, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. It's D Bankrolls working on 1,200 subscribers right now. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get them there. They talk about investing as well. They'll get into dividends, dollar cost averaging like we've talked about. They've got some other interesting terms on the channel. But like I said, some of the most compelling videos here are going to be where they're teaching us how they're bringing in streams of income with different apps and programs, along with the cash stuffing challenges that can help us work towards goals when we're thinking about investing or saving, or especially getting out of debt. Early retirement is an idea. When we get into shorts videos, we see that these have gotten into almost 4,000, well over 5,000, and well over 6,000 on the way to 7,000 views, which is great to see as well. They're monetized, like I said, many ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. It's D Bankroll's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They talk about paying mortgages off early as well, which I know can be a great subject for a lot of different people. Cabarar Gaming is coming up right now. It's time for me to get some names onto the wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that almost right this second. Cabarar Gaming brings us video gameplay from a lot of different popular titles. And I'm just going to look through the chat here and see who's still with us that I can get onto the wheel right now. The Wickershire Project Off-Grid has been here just about from the beginning. And 100 Proof Quilter. And Duchess of Darkness, it would have been, like, if I got a chance to put one more channel on the screen the other day, it would have been yours. I saw that afterwards. Hopefully Duchess of Darkness is still here. And then I'll add some more names as we need them. Oh, Feathered Friends Homestead, of course. I'll put that channel on right now. And then we'll get some more names as we need them. Let's spin the wheel now. Cabarar Gaming, like I said, brings video gameplay from many different popular titles. I'm always happy to see Grand Theft Auto. It's my favorite game. But they play a lot of other stuff. They really mix things up on their channel. They post frequently. They live stream just about every day as well. I'm just going to take their latest video, put it in my catch-up list. They got shorts on the channel. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Pardon me. They've gotten into 45,000 and 59,000 views on a couple of these shorts, which is great. Monetized, like I said. They've got live streams. One coming up. That one's set for later in the month. Usually they're on every few days, so that might be just something they're going to move around. They've also got Cabarar Vlogs. I think they've changed the name of the channel, right? Yes, they did. Oh, Cabarar Vlogs, forgive me. What's the name of the second channel? Oh, I think I've got a spelling mistake here. There it is. Cabarar Vlogs and Adventures. I'm going to try to remember that. So they're bringing more variety on the channel, but this creator started with a lot of tutorials that can give us tips, tricks about tech. And this is the same creator behind Cabarar Gaming. Shorts on the channel have gotten into getting close to 700 views, which is great, and they've already done quite a few live streams, mostly chasing watch hours over here, but this is a creator everybody knows will be willing to swap playlists, so if anybody would like to do that with each other, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements individually and independently, of course. Duchess of Darkness is going to come up right now. I accidentally spun the wheel a little prematurely there. I'd already chosen, or the wheel had chosen, 100 proof quilter, and then we'll get some more names on the wheel. We'll take it one by one now. We've still got a half an hour to go. 100 proof quilter is working on 600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Thank you, Xbox Quackers. Yeah, 100 proof quilter. It's funny because yeah, some creators know what it's like to be chosen first as well as last, like Just Jason Keto, Butler Family Farm, Mike and Rihanna's, and Scratch and PPA. Stock Explorer, any of our moderators have been through that. 100 proof quilter, like I said, is working on 600 subscribers. They give us quite a bit of information on their about page, but they say they're learning as they go. They're bringing that to us on their channel. It's been a while since they've posted a video, but we'll have a look at what they're doing in their shorts here. 1,200, 1,500 views, and then when we get into live streams, we see that they're live streaming frequently. So I'm going to take your live stream replay. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with you. And oh, you had a birthday last week. So happy belated birthday to 100 Proof Quilter. I'm sorry I missed that live stream. I've got the notification bell on for every channel, but I think everybody knows here I'm subscribed to over 5,000 channels now probably. So the notifications are far out the window. I put the notification bells on, and I do get some notifications, but you know, like everything else, we can't catch everything, but hopefully you had a good birthday stream. Feathered Friends Homestead is coming up now. Forgive me, Duchess of Darkness. I don't know what's happening to me. I should have put that channel up a second ago. I'm not sure if they're still here. I think they might have just left a minute before I put their channel on the wheel, but I could be mistaken. We'll look at it anyway. Feathered Friends Homestead is here with 485 subscribers. I'm just going to grab their featured video, put that in my catch-up list right now. And Kim, Chuck, and their Chihuahua Peanut are going to welcome us into their homesteading channel. I am going to take this puppy versus chicken video. I'll put that in my catch-up list. I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy that. And then shorts videos on the channel have gotten into 1,500 views and beyond, which is great to see. A little mix of indoor and outdoor content there. And like most of our homesteading friends, we get a lot of help in the kitchen, as well as some outdoor content and some container gardening, which is great to see. I don't know if I can call this container gardening. Is there a better name for that? I wonder if our homesteading friends have an official name for these. Kristen has one of these. And it's interesting because for 2 weeks you see like almost no activity, and then all of a sudden you see a couple sprouts like what this video is showing us here, and then all of a sudden, bam, they're like way over the top, which is great. Kristen has one that's growing, I think, 6 different things. Duchess of Darkness is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on their channel. Cali King 916 is in the house. Good to see you here. They're another creator who's been with us, I think, well over a year now. Cali King 916 is somebody who first came into the Tuber Chat family, and I was so pleased to right away see them out supporting others, and I see that continuing today. So Duchess of Darkness is up on the screen. This channel would have been chosen next during the last stream. I just happened to notice that on my list. They've got over 1,100 subscribers right now. We would love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 we know that they're going to be thinking about. Duchess of Darkness is going to give us the stories of our nightmares. So horror, true scary stories, no sleep Reddit ideas, paranormal, creepy, true crime, and occasional poetry. And I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos here. I'll grab the longer of the two just for the sake of the watch time, right? And I'll put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to see another piece of content here. And then as well, shorts videos have gotten into 4,000, 5,000, almost 6,000 views. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. Lawn lifters, forgive me, I missed the question there. When we talk about the idea of swapping playlists, it's a simple arrangement that you can make with other creators just by starting a conversation, reaching out after you've connected with them, let them know that you are willing to swap playlists, or if you see somebody say that, you just respond to them. And the idea is that you're making an agreement to run a playlist for each other. So hopefully you have a lot of playlists on your channel. I recommend to everybody to make a playlist that's got just about every video you've got on your channel. I've been running more playlists for people again lately, and I find that after about 200 videos, maybe closer to 250, it starts to stop. I know not a lot of creators who are going to be swapping playlists have that many videos, but some of my friends who are very close to monetization, or should be soon, have playlists that long. After about 200 to 250 videos, it keeps stopping and I have to keep clicking next. So keep that in mind. But otherwise, if you've got less videos than that, one playlist on your channel that just says like all I've got or anything like that is great. And you could do the same for live streams. Live stream replays can be great for watch hours and things like that. And you can imagine that as a lot of different creators are running a playlist of your videos, your watch hours are going to grow. But since you're only obligated to run the playlist, you could do it when you work, when you sleep, when you eat, when you go out. You could do it on another device or a tablet or an older phone or anything like that. And it makes it really easy to do. But the reason why I push it so much here in TuberChat is because the idea of friendships can start when you trade favors with creators. You'll likely start favoring them, they'll likely start favoring you, and this is where your watch hours grow exponentially, because after you make a friendship with somebody, they are likely going to watch most of what you're going to come up with forever after. So it can be a great benefit. So it starts with a simple conversation here, and then, like I said, the obligation is just to run a playlist of videos. Most creators will be looking for a fair trade, so you can also chop up your channel and make note of the times of your playlists, whether they're 10 hours or 20 hours, or whether they go on for days or anything like that. So hopefully that's helpful. If you need me to clarify, just let me know. And then, yeah, Michael's Adventure says he's got to put him in a queue after it stops playing. It's really, it's weird. I don't remember having this problem, but maybe it's just because I am aggressively going after running a lot of playlists again lately. But some of the creators have an abundant number of videos on their channel. That wouldn't have been the case 3 years ago when we started all of this. That's just an idea. And then, Duchess of Darkness was up on the screen, and next up is going to be Caliking 916. So let's go for 3.5 minutes and we'll come right back. All right, we're back and looking at Cali King 916. So this is a creator that comes to us from Sacramento, California. They give us a real world look around their area more than anything else, and a chance to get to know them. I see they got another video for me to catch up with. I'll put that in my catch up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Cali King 916 is somebody who came here quite a while ago now. I've lost track of how long Cali King 916 has been with us. I'm thinking it's a year and a half now that I think about it a little bit more. But this creator as well brings a bit of variety on the channel. Some lottery ticket scratching there we see as well. Mostly outdoor content. They've got some shorts here that have gotten into 5,000, 10,000 views. But this creator also gives us a chance to hang out and get to know them in their area. They take us for walks and looks around Sacramento, which is great to see. And they've done that from the beginning, as a matter of fact. So they're working on 2,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Yusum Hotel Official, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right. I got another couple of channels onto the wheel. Get to the Farm is there. The Wickershire Project Off Grid and Moonrose Crafts are all on the wheel. 302 or 305. Wow. Yes, Cali King 916 is literally killing it over there. Moonrose Crafts is coming up. We'll see what this creator's got going on. And I think, I'm not sure, I thought I was going to say this might be the first time we're looking at your channel, but no, I'm mistaken about that. That's okay. What I'm going to do is look through your content. I see you're doing live streams and shorts. So what I'll do is take your live stream replay, the latest one from last week. I'll put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to run a lengthy video for you. And then, oh, pardon me for a second. I'm going to see if I can hopefully help this. Sammy Comedy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. For anybody brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then this live stream works a little bit differently than some of the ones that are out there. I know we've got quite a few, there's other growth streams out there, or other creators that do, like, you know, everybody gets wrenches and they drop links and all that stuff. We don't do any of that here. It works much differently, but our instructions in our video description should explain how we connect with each other. We think about generosity and supporting others first, knowing that they'll come back and support us afterwards. Moonrose Crafts is working on 200 subscribers as well. Let's have a look at the shorts here. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. And then they do custom orders for crocheting, bead making, signs for businesses, painting, dehydrating fruit, a few different things. So I'll look forward to getting to know your channel a little bit better, and I've got that notification bell on, so hopefully I'll start catching you for some live streams as well. And then let's spin the wheel. The Wickershire Project Off Grid is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. I've seen this creator out supporting others, always very active in the chat as well. So we've got a lot to learn, or at least I do, from our friends who have off-grid channels and residences and homesteads and things like that. I'm just going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. This is another channel I'm still getting to know. They talk about tiny homes, solar, rainwater collection, shed to house, gardening, aquaponics. So quite a few different ideas, as we see with lots of our friends in the homesteading community. But again, a lot of these creators seem to want to share knowledge and resources with each other. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these live streams. They've been on frequently, and I've got the notification bell on so that I can catch as many people as possible, as often as possible. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. The Wickershire Project is getting pretty close to the 1,000 subscribers. That is an exciting milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, fellow Canadians from Medicine Hat, Alberta, are coming up right now. I consider them also to come to us through the homesteading community. Not quite. They just give us a look into their lives. They take us out on adventures, pardon me. It's just that they seem to have a similar generosity when it comes to the idea of homesteading. I know they're connected to a lot of our homesteading friends channels. They're working on 3,600 subscribers right now. We get a great chance to know Mike and Rihanna in both of their channels. They got two, and I'll show you the other one in a moment. Mike recently became a travel agent, so mixed in with the indoor and outdoor content, they also will talk travel a lot of the time, and they're members of the travel and cruising community. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have some shorts here. These have gotten into 5,000, even almost 7,000 views, which is great to see some of that famous Canadian weather there. And then live streams are frequent on the channel as well. Sunday Fun is coming up, so they're going to do that a little while after Superchat. Pardon me, everybody, we're going to skip the music stream for today. I thought we were going to do a music stream for an hour. I got some new stuff coming up next week that will be exciting. It's going to take a month to get all the ducks in a row, but I hope to get the music stream probably running 24 hours a day again. But forgive me, I'm going to go look after my voice. We've been on for not quite 3 hours, and I seem to be at the end of the chain with my voice for today, so I'll go look after that. Rihanna's Life Adventures is a complimentary channel where we get to know Rihanna a little bit better, although, of course, like most married couples that have channels in the Superchat family, we see that these creators are featured on both channels often. You'll especially see that when I get to the shorts. There's Mike right there, and then, of course, live streams on the channel are occasional as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Rihanna's Life Adventures. We'd love to push that channel towards its first 100 as well. Scrow's Nest, good to see you here. Forgive me if I didn't say hello earlier. Get to the Farm is coming up right now. When I talk about this husband and wife thing, you know, there's other types of friends, family. We've got a couple of cousins that have channels that come into Superchat. Friends we don't see as often without really thinking about it. Nobody comes to mind. But we do have a few married couples like this where they've got separate channels, but they support each other wholeheartedly. In this case, Get to the Farm actually does the narration on their husband's channel as well. We'll talk about that one in a second. Now, Get to the Farm has been a long time friend, but it took me a long time to really get to understand what they were doing with their videos, because a lot of times I'm running videos or skimming through them and things like that. But when I had a chance to feature this channel many months ago, I went through a couple of their videos and just really sat and watched, and I was really blown away with the information that is packed into each one of their videos. So what they do more often than anything else is get to know other homesteading channels. They get to know really well what those homesteading channels are bringing on top of their own homesteading knowledge. So they bring us knowledge about homesteading in general. There are lessons to be learned in every video, and they shout out other channels that we can learn more from as well. They do an incredible job with their narration. I have to wonder if they were a professional educator. I forget what you said about that the other day. And then Kristen Welton, my love, thank you for coming in. She's here as a member and a moderator. I've got her channel on the wheel as well. Shorts videos on the channel have gotten into 4,000, almost 5,000 views and beyond. And then live streams are something they've done in the past. They think about bringing those back. It's a consideration, so we'll keep apprised of that. Pardon me, I'm still struggling over here with my voice. I'll take care of that in a minute. I Want to Know is here with 445 subscribers as well, or forgive me, this is the second channel that's connected to Get to the Farm. Get to the Farm is the wife in the couple. I Want to Know is the husband. But Get to the Farm narrates the videos on this channel called I Want to Know. The idea behind this channel is to talk about the unexplained. The idea is, of course, if you want to know, they also want to know. That's why the channel's called I Want to Know. So they will talk about advanced civilizations, lost artifacts, ancient legends. I'm sure we get into talk like UFOs and other unexplained anomalies as well. Backyard Trucker, good to see you here in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And then hopefully everybody will connect to I Want to Know and push them towards the 500 subscribers they're thinking about. They've got some shorts on the channel, and these have started to get close to 1,000 views as well. So as they post more and more, those will likely continue to grow. The Stock Explorers here as a member and a moderator. They have been for well over 3 years now. The Stock Explorer just had an action-packed live stream going on yesterday. They live stream frequently, usually a few times a week. And this is where they've really expanded the content on the channel. So typically the Stock Explorer is going to talk to us about stocks and crypto in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. Everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading, NFTs, for instance. This creator often has product in hand, but when we start to go through their videos, we're going to see that they've got a bit of variety here as well. The shorts give a great example of this, and some of the shorts have gotten into 2,700 or 2,600, 3,700. One of them at 9,300 that's still going. That Coke machine is really doing well. Now, live streams, like I said, they're on frequently. And this creator often is talking stocks, sometimes crypto. They often have friendly conversations with StreamYard panels. I've joined them on their channel for a 2-hour conversation about YouTube. But they often do scratch battles. There's Lisa J. Stocks. They often do scratch battles with other creators as well. With these lottery ticket scratches, which is really cool. So we've got this vibrant community of lottery ticket scratchers as well, and the Stock Explorer is a part of that. So again, they're a member and a moderator. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They'll all allow you to meet more friends and family members for your own channel when you catch them for premieres and live streams. So Kristen Welton's channel is coming up. Scratch Master still on the wheel. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every day or for hours at a time every time we stream, but I do appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming by to say hello or give a thumbs up. Those really do help, and I know we got a few friends that run the stream in the background as well. So Kristen Welton is here and talking about beauty more than anything else. She does a lot of unboxing videos. Sometimes they're product reviews or general unboxings, but this creator started with beauty more than anything else. As you can see, she's a dynamic host. She sprinkles bloopers throughout her videos, often together at the end. She's got a professional look to all of her thumbnails, of course, with bright, bold headshots to make her recognizable, and a uniform theme throughout the channel for the most part. She experiments with a few thumbnails, but she's let me know she's doing that just to get an idea of what's going to vibe with her audience more than anything else. Product Scope is still in the house. Yes, we're usually here for 3 hours. Kristen Welton is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then over 1,800 subscribers, so we'd love to push her towards the 1,900 she's thinking about. I'm just going to grab the latest Amazon home goods video from her and put it in my catch-up list so I can make sure I catch up with that one. She's done really well with some shorts videos, getting into 19,000, 22,000, and even 28,000 views. Most of you will recognize Spiky Bruiser here and Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. They've both made cameo appearances on Superchat. And then live streams are occasional for this channel. Sometimes she's outdoors, sometimes she's indoors, and then sometimes she's having a StreamYard panel on other people's channels or an interview type of stream. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety from Kristen Welton. Of course, she's my love here as a member and a moderator. We'll spin the wheel just for fun. And again, thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels we didn't get to today. We always do as many as we can in about 3 hours. My voice is at its end for today, but I'll try to look after that so we're in good shape again in a couple of days. Next week, I got some exciting stuff coming up. So hopefully that's going to be the beginning of taking Tuber Chat to a whole new level. Scratch Master, let's see what you got going on your channel. Thank you to our moderators for today. I really do appreciate all of the help. Of course, Tuber Chat could not be what it is if we didn't have the help of our moderators. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody and miss as much as anybody in the chat, often more. Scratch Masters here and bringing us some more lottery ticket scratching. It's a vibrant community and we find a lot of generous creators behind these channels. They've got a shorts video here and live streams. They're doing fairly frequently, almost an average of once a week. We'll see if we can get them up to that. We've got notification bells on for every single channel so we can catch them whenever they're going to do some more live streams. And then hopefully we can push them towards the 600 subscribers they're going to be thinking about. Thanks again, everyone, for giving my quick exit, but we're back on Tuesday. Bye-bye, everyone.